So, I jumped the gun a bit and already clicked search before I had clicked start recording. So, here we are, jumping straight into a match of another episode of Believe in Boyt and all that intro that I didn't get to do. But there is a Sun team that is still in Series 6, so interesting. Not sure why the Talonflame is there, but you've already got the Charizard. They do have their Snorlax though, which is a bit awkward. And the problem here is just double Heat Wave. That is a huge problem. Because I can't go Clefable or Oranguru to stop that. If I go with Berserker, then they will just Dynamax. So that is not ideal. That is very much not ideal. So I'm going to have to hope that they do not double Heat Wave. Berserker is not great at all. Dhelmise can go for a Max Geyser, which could be good. Even though it would be facing down 3 fire types, it could still reset the weather and just be strong in general. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Exploud Dhelmise here. And we will just hope for no double Heat Wave turn 1. And if there is, we will dodge the Charizard one. Could also go for a double Protect turn 1 just to stall out a turn of Sun, but that's probably a bit pointless. Oh. That's not so bad. Well then. I get my Trick Room. But Clefable is likely going to sleep. This is a very strange lead. Bit of a shame I didn't lead with Silvally against this one. Okay, there was the taunt, so that's fine. And then is it going to be a Sleep Powder as well? It is, and we dodge. Nice. That is pretty much best case. So if I remember correctly, I've got safety goggles on my Oranguru, so I'm fine from the Sleep Powder there. I will go for the Misty Explosion, and I will go for a Foul Play. Can I instruct Follow Me? It doesn't matter because I'm booming, but I definitely should know that. I'm pretty sure you can't, because you can't copycat Follow Me, so you surely can't instruct to Follow Me. But yeah, I'm just going to Foul Play the Talonflame. I will get in my Exploud, and I will just click Boom Burst forever. I've got them reasonably pinned now. This is one of the nice things about the Misty Explosion. Because I can just get the paid switch straight into my Trick Room Sweepers. That was good damage. And this Misty Explosion is going to be nice. It's not going to do too much chip because they're both resisted, but it's for the sacrifice and the paid switch. I mean, that's in Foul Play range now if I wanted to go for that, but I definitely want a double Boom Burst. And Sleep Powder will not matter here, because I do have the safety goggles. And I can't double Boom Burst, but that's okay. I can just go for one regular Boom Burst now. And I can even switch into the Dhelmise as well. That is probably better. So, I'm going to go for a Boom Burst. Will that be enough on the Fire Plume? Even if it's not, he can't Sleep Powder the Dhelmise, at least on the switch in, but Exploud would be able to be. And would Foul Play Chip just be enough to tip the edge? I think it probably would be. And Boom Burst is going to be enough. Foul Playing the Talonflame doesn't make the Boom Burst single target, so I might as well get the chip on the Vile Plume instead. Oh, okay. Well, something's taking a Boom Burst. I'm pretty sure a Foul Play and a Boom Burst. Pretty strong. It is pretty strong. Talonflame is definitely gone. So how much chip is this? Reasonable chip. How much is this Boom Burst going to do? Because Talonflame is absolutely gone. But what about Ninetales? Nice. Very strong. So this is looking very, very nice now. So it's quite a nice Sleep Powder dodge in the first place, but in that case I would have probably just switched straight into either Dhelmise or Exploud, with the Clefable, because I'd had the goggles anyway, so it's fine. And there's Charizard, so that'll be able to take the Boom Burst, but because it was enough on the Ninetales, do I trust it to be enough on the Vileplume? I think I don't need to, because I can just go for a Phantasm at some point with my Delmice to clean up. So I've still got 2 turns of Trick Room left, and that's enough. Hopefully. Maybe. If they Dynamax the Vileplume here, that would be cool. But you would assume it's going to be the Charizard. Have to see if Vileplume has Protect as well. Because it doesn't have Earth Power, it definitely has more space for Protect. Which it did not go for, so this chip, that's reasonable chip. That's definitely in Boom Burst range. And that's almost half to the Charizard. It probably will be half factoring in Solar Power. So Wildfire will KO the Exploud, for sure. But there is only 1 turn of Trick Room left, which is quite awkward, because if they go for Max Guard on this turn, I think, factoring in Solar Power and Life Orb, I think I'm okay. Because this is the last turn of Trick Room. So if they don't Max Guard, I just win. Will it make a difference whether it's Geyser or Phantasm? I think, like, Phantasm is still stronger at the moment and will be enough to KO the Charizard from there, for sure. So I will go for Foul Play and Phantasm, and if they go for Max Guard on this turn, then they're still taking another round of Life Orb chip, and I will be able to either set up Trick Room or still KO them with Phantasm, and then Foul Play should be enough because they've taken all that extra, like, passive chip from Life Orb and from Solar Power. So we will have to see. They didn't even go for Max Guard, so what was I even worrying about? Because that's just going to pick up the KO on the Charizard. So a nice Sleep Powder dodge to start off with, and then that just meant that effectively the game, because they weren't clicking Protect, the game was over at that point, which was very nice. And something that Hard Trick Room can do. And if your option of beating Hard Trick Room is Sleep Powder, then, you know, you get what's coming to you sometimes. So I never want to have to rely on Sleep Powder. So let's get another one. And we're starting to climb back up to Master. Nice. Exploud was doing a lot of work there, which is very nice. Although I should be making Silvally put in work, but there are going to be some teams that Clefable is more optimal for. Just like this one. Definitely like this one. So you would assume that there's going to be a Chandelure lead. So yeah, Imprison is going to be very awkward here. Yeah, if they lead Chandelure Durant, actually, I have nothing. I actually have nothing. Awkward. So I don't really think that anything can take a Durant move as well. So I'm not really sure what to do here. This one's going to be unorthodox. I think I need to lead Exploud and Oranguru, because that's my only fire move on my team. This is very unorthodox. I will be bringing Clefable in the back, because there's 3 dragons there anyway. Maybe a bit weird against Durant and not leading it, but that's fine. And then not sure for the last one. And because I'm not sure, I'm just going to bring Silvally because I'm supposed to be bringing Silvally. So it's weird having the 2 mons that I thought I'd be leading with next to Oranguru always in the back. If they lead Chandelier Durant, I pretty much have nothing. I have something, but I pretty much have nothing. Well, that's annoying. Because that lost to Clefable and Oranguru. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for just a Flamethrower into the Durant. And I'm going to Protect, I think. I could Dynamax and Max Flare. No, I need exploud to survive, so I do need to go for Max Flare this turn. And I'm going to Protect. Because that is very annoying that they led with Talon. Because that just lost immediately to Clefable or Oranguru. Like, there is nothing they can do to stop the Trick Room. But instead, I have to Dynamax exploud. Which is suboptimal. But here we are. I didn't even Dynamax the Durant. Huh. That was... Okay, there was no respect there at all. That was odd. Well, the Durant's gone. But that was a weird turn one. I feel like I would have been able to take an Iron Head in the Brave Bird. And they had to hit the Iron Head in the first place. Like, that implies that they've got Dracozolt waiting in the back. But that was strange. Let's Hydreigon. That's okay. Because they'll KO my Oranguru here, but I'll be able to Max Strike the Talonflame down, which means my Silvally will be faster. I will still Trick Room because these two Pokemon will be faster in Trick Room regardless, even after the drop. And if Oranguru makes it through the turn, like exploud is making it through the turn, absolutely. But if Oranguru makes it through the turn, that means that I'll be in a better position being in Trick Room, but I'll still be okay because of Silvally waiting in the back to just explode. Even though I would be exploding on my own exploud. And then it would be Clefable versus whatever's in the back. And if that's like Chandelure, then I would lose. If it's the two dragons, I'd probably win. They did click Tailwind, but they didn't Dynamax again. So I should survive a Dark Pulse. We will see. Yes, now just don't flinch. Do not be a flinchy boy. Do not make me regret running telepathy over Inner Focus. Was that strong enough, or was that Sash? That was Sash. Okay, that's fine. Oranguru, don't you dare. It did not dare. Nice. That's pretty good. Because now Foul Play can pick off the Talonflame. They are in Tailwind, so I can explode whenever I want as well. I can go for Max Hailstorm now into the Hydreigon. I will Foul Play KO the Talonflame. If it's Weakness Policy on the Hydreigon, a little bit awkward. But we will see. If I knew my damage calcs a little bit better, I would know whether that was Choice Specs or not on the Hydreigon, but I don't think it is. Because Gothitelle needed max special defense to survive Specs Hydreigon. And that means that Oranguru probably would have needed the same. It wasn't Lightfall by though, that's definitely on one of the Hustle ones. And if they don't Dynamax the Hydreigon as well, that's going to be good. So they'll take a lot of damage. But now they are. So, I'm not sure why they didn't do that on the first turn, because that would have KO'd the Oranguru for sure. But I've got Clefable waiting in the back just to Moonblast that Hydreigon, so even if there's a Weakness Policy or whatever, then it will be in Moonblast range. If it's Assault Vest, I will find out after this Hailstorm. So take out the Talonflame, down to the last two Pokemon, that means I can explode on the final two Pokemon, which is good. Exploud's mouth is very big. That was good damage, that is definitely not Assault Vest. Okay, that might still be Assault Vest. Now I am unsure. It's not Weakness Policy, I think it would be Assault Vest. So I didn't lock into anything with exploud, so I can lock into something this turn. We'll have to wait and see what's waiting in the back of this Chandelure. That's a bit more awkward. So I don't have too much to hit Chandelure anymore. I have Rock Slide. So, going to Clefable. It's Dracovish. That is perfectly acceptable. So I do have Focus Sash on my Clefable as well. So Dracovishes are usually choiced in some way. So here I am inclined to lock into Ice Beam. And which one is more likely to protect? I could just Misty Explosion, but if they double protect, then that's very bad. But I do have Focus Sash regardless. I am max special attack on Clefable as well, actually, so I'm going to Ice Beam the Hydreigon and Moonblast. And Moonblast should be enough to KO Dracovish. Yeah, there's no protects. This is Choice Specs Ice Beam now, so Hydreigon's going to go down. And then you would assume that the Dracovish is also going to go down. So this is like quiet max special attack on Clefable. So even if it survives, it's definitely in Hail Chip range for sure. But it did not survive. So that was good. I'm very surprised they didn't bring Chandelure, because that's like the entire point of the Chandelure on the team. But yeah, some strange Dynamax choices as well. It was weird going for Iron Head and Brave Bird. I wonder if Orankuro would have survived that, but again, that's what Hard Trick Room can do.